What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5 with me, Addicted to Life. Today we'll be looking at this barn find, the 1953 Chevy Corvette. This thing is beautiful. B-E-A, beautiful. Yeah, my voice is still pretty off. This car has a ton of customizations. Out of all the barn finds I've done, this might be my favorite so far. I mean, it is classic. It's from the 50s. You can still keep the white wall tires if you want. The amount of customizations you can actually do to the outside of the body, and of course you can do, a ton of engine upgrades and stuff. But it's just pretty. It's a very unique car. You can keep it very fast versus just a classic look. Period. You'll see what I mean in the customization level. Try to get into the interior here. I just love it. This thing's 100% classic. And that's what I tried to do, keeping it going forward, very retro style. Starting her up, she sounds really good. Got the retro, got the original engine in there. Backing out, going into the engine. Now, this video is a little bit longer than my normal videos on Forza, and there's three reasons why. Now, I went in here originally, I was trying to keep it classic, street, and then I was like, you know what, screw it, I'll make it full on crazy, out of this world, overpowered 1950s car. And what I'm running into is just like the barn find, the 250 GTO Ferrari. Just not all cars are just meant to be overpowered. I mean, they give you the option; they're just not meant to be. And you'll see going forward. This was, I believe, a C class, and I want to say get it up to an S2 rating. You'll see here once again. I end up just putting everything overpowered. And yes, you can go through the fine tunings and try to get your car just tweaked just right to use it. Um, but literally, I went through and I put everything in I could possibly get into here for you guys, and I'll let you guys see here. So we're up to the drive line. I actually put that in differential. I even put I think of the race one in. And we're up to the. I sped through here, guys. We're up to the outer body. This thing I love right here. The Chevy. This is actually comes with like a giant spoiler on the back, a fin, a wing, whatever you want to call it. This is how the car actually looked. Then you have the slide over the passenger side. It's supposed to be for more aerodynamic, more speed. It's nuts. This car is ridiculous looking. It's one of those cars that were just ahead of its time. Kind of like I hope they put the 42. I think it's called the 42 or the 48 Tucker. Hope they put that car in here as well. I wanted to keep the white walls, but once again, if you upgrade the tires, you get more points. It upgrades your class and so forth. So I went through going through all the tires multiple times, trying to find out which ones. Like, I really like the stock tires. How can they get the white walls but still keep it? Anyways, so after going through the customizations, this is what I ended up with: 1,200 horsepower. I gained a ton, almost 1,000, and I lessened about 400 pounds in weight. However, I just didn't like that. So I was like, you know what, I got to get more out of this car. So I went through the communities and I found this right here. And with the 947 class, and then the community, I can't remember his name, but this is what he kept it with, and it kept about 1,200 horsepower. So I went with this. I'll let you guys listen to it, and I'll catch you after this short bit here. This is what I came up with, the livery, community livery. I'll let you guys listen. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I absolutely hated the sound of the car after I went through, got rid of my customization, I put in the community customization. I hated the sound, I hated how it drived. So I went back in and I finally tuned everything to what I liked it better. So I dropped it down here. You can see to an S1 class, 834 was the rating. The lateral was 1.7. Instead of 1200 horsepower, I got to 526 horsepower, and weight, we dropped it down about 500 or 450 or so to 24, 29 pounds of the car. I finally tuned it, went through the fine tuning settings, and I said, you know what? I want a car that I can actually use and not just for raw power. So this is what I went with. This is what I liked at the end. And I'll let the rest of the video play out. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Peace.